Right, hopefully I've lowered the bitrate even more. Hopefully that should have sorted it. Honestly. Don't normally have these issues at all. Again, hopefully is the thing. My thought is that I think it's something wrong with the Twitch app or something, because never normally get this much lag, but hopefully, fingers crossed, that'll be it. So we're into Q3 now. Rogue is, I think he's off doing something at the moment. I'm sure he'll be back in a bit. So into the top 10. So we've got a few potential candidates for pole here. Got Destroyer, Lincoln, both Renaults, possibly both Ferraris, both Williamses. It's actually very competitive top 10 here. Let's see who's going to do it. Destroyer has been looking very, very, very handy. I said needs the result after 3 non-scores in the last 3 races. See if he can put a good lap together. Seems to be smooth as anything now. I really don't know what that was. Lovely technology when it doesn't work, but here we go. Riding on board with only Destroyer as he begins his lap potential for pole position as he crosses the start-finish line now. Heads down towards this right-hander, which is technically turn 1. Runs it very close to the wall on the inside. Down into proper turn 1, turn 2 and 3. It's right and left chicane. Rumble over the curves a bit too much, but nice, smoothly through. Then hub as much as you can through turn 4. It's never-ending left-hander as it follows around. It used to be the stadium used for the Olympics. 90-degree right-hander ends the first sector. Another 90-degree right-hander. Don't run it too far on the exit. And there's double apex. Fling the car in. Nicely done. Carry the speed. And double apex left-hander. This is all about carrying the speed as best as you can, using the curves but not over abusing them, and then onto the back straight, opening up the DRS, kind of a curved straight, and there's a very big overtaking opportunity, but very risky one, because you're braking and turning at the same time as you turn into it. Can be quite difficult as well in your qualifying. A few turns of the wheel, but looks a pretty solid lap so far from Destroyer. Down to the chicane, you can very easily run deep into the first part. Short shift to minimise the wheel spin. And then into the final 2 corners. First 90-degree right-hander and then into the last corner. And it's a 31.2 from Destroyer. That's a very good opening lap. 31.5 from Dano. Then you've got a Renault coming around, that's Andy, who again has been looking very quick, could be back on pace. And 30.9. We're in the 30s for Andy. Gets provisional pole so far, but any other people to challenge him? Your boy goes 3rd on a 31.3. And then you got McCracken coming up next. And a bit of a banker lap, I think, for McCracken, 31.6, but there have been a couple of mistakes in there. But he's got a lap on the board, which is the most important. Lincoln as well, 33.3. Raikkonen, it's a high 30, it's a 31.1, goes 2nd. Pro for the time being. I'm doing good, Chris. Well, I hope. As long as I've got the lagging issues sorted. They seem to be. On my end, anyway. Hopefully they are on yours. It's all about lowering the bitrate, apparently. Raikkonen on another lap. Nope. Anybody else? Someone Destroyer is on 1, but it was invalid. And a couple of seconds down. Yeah, seems a lot better. I don't know what that was. The frustrating thing is that I missed quite a bit of qualifying because of it. Is what it is, though. Is your boy in another one? No, I think they're all back in again. Yeah, Lincoln's invalidated. Tedis is just beginning. Your Tactical's just ahead of him as well. Lag issue seemed to have sorted itself. I lowered the bitrate again. Yeah, currently Andy, first guy in the high 30s there, Rogue, so pace is getting up as we'd expected it to be in Q3. Yeah. I'll jump back aboard with Tedist. Yeah, Rogue's back, Chris. You back now. I'll include your audio. I'll restart the stream now to include it again.
Haha. I've been speaking to myself again.
Yeah, it's like it's my bad. Tedis go 31.7. Tactical's just ahead, did a 31.6, so like McCracken, I think they just got a lap on the board. I think they can go a couple of tenths quicker. And they're both backed off, so there's your first run. Andy on provisional pole at the moment. The thing with Andy lately, he's been picking up the points here and there, Rogue, hasn't he? But he hasn't been on like pure pace for like a good few weeks or so.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
That could be just, you know, selection of tracks, couldn't it? Not, you know, this could be like a good one again.
It could just be like has a little down bit in the middle of like where he's not comfortable on the track and all that sort of stuff. So it's interesting to see though. Immortal's only just come out the pits and he's got to do his flying lap where everyone else already got a lap under the belt as a banker, where he's only got really one to go unless he does a couple on this set.
Maybe he's only has one more set of soft tyres left, possibly. Use them all just to get into the top 10.
Could be. Could be indeed.
But he's come up with time to do 2 flying laps, I reckon.
Yeah.
Right. Mr. Lincoln. See what you can do as you start your lap now. It's on a 33.3, so obviously he's got to be solidly a couple of than that. That's where he'd be aiming to be. And a turn 2 and 3. Nice, nice. I thought he was going to cut over turn 3 for a second, but threaded it through.
He's trying to take this as straight as possible. That's well done, isn't it, really?
Only a little bit up. Lovely through that. Corner turn 7, I think that is. Slight lock up.
Yeah.
Onto the back straight. Nice. I mean, it looks pretty
clean.
Yeah. Is it quick though? Attempts up. Oh no, he's not even in. He's not even hot lap. I didn't even realise. I was thinking it looks clean, but does it look fast? And that's why he's not even using hot lap. He's doing that. He's doing that whole second lap would be quicker thing, I reckon. Now he's gonna go. I should have looked his ERS level. There he goes.
There, he's using it now.
Mhm.
So we're about... Oh yeah.
Back invalidated. Destroyer destroys the 10th up. Good challenge for the front row at least. 1 or 2 corners. Oh, very close to the track limits on the inside. Again in the last corner. Yay! But maximise.
And he is currently down in his current time, so it doesn't look like he's going to improve massively.
You're down by a little bit though.
Oh yes!
Oh, he takes it back. Oh, got it all in the last 2 corners again.
He made up 2 attempts in the last 2 corners.
Has it back by 600s ahead of Destroyer. Can anybody else get close? They're all on laps now, I think. Williams about to cross. That's Tedis about to begin. 20 seconds left. The Ferrari of Raikkonen is coming around. He's just going to make it. Well, we had 10 seconds to spare, but don't cut the laps. Jeez. I was going to say, he'd only just made it. If he'd ended up cutting the last corner, that would have been done.
Trying all over again.
Right, so everyone's up. Racing Point of Lincoln is going to be the first to cross. He's miles 4th. And as in the pits, Destroyer's invalidated. And he's not going again. Kraken's invalidated as well. He's 7th. Right, so your boy's now 10th and a bit up. But Tactical's right behind as well. The final 2 corners.
Brilliant
Oh,
time.
very
So
good.
unlucky.
30.8 as well. Goes to 3rd. Tactical's to
Tactical's
4th.
into 4th.
Displaces his teammate.
Raikkonen is currently 1/10 up.
Tedis is next though. Final corner goes 7th. 10th for Tedis. You could be slightly disappointed with that. Raikkonen going to be out qualified by Tacticals.
Yes.
Yeah, he is. Wow. Groove either. And that's it. Andy takes pole by the slimmest of margin over Destroyer, and he had to work for that.
Immortal didn't actually get a lap, he invalidated both his laps.
Ouch. Track limits for you.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. A 10th covering the top 3. Very nice. And then 2 thousandths between Tacticals and Raikkonen. Chris, 30.8 crew is back. Very nice. I think that's on second pole.
Let me check.
Second or third? I know he hasn't had that many.
Poles. This is Andy's 2nd currently.
Yeah. Stop both laps. Started in P8. Yeah, I like the disappointments there. Tedison 7th and 6th, I think, will be the slight disappointments from those 2. Raikkonen as well, out qualified by Tacticals in 5th.
I think Kraken will definitely be disappointed.
Oh yeah, because he was close to his teammate throughout of Q1 and 2.
Yeah. We're very close to his teammate.
It was laggy throughout Q1 and 2, Raikkonen. It seems to be better now because I've turned the bitrate down lower than I would normally do. First time this season, really, I've had that many problems. Right, shall we speak to Andy?
We can certainly give him an invite, see if he joins.
It was laggy throughout 2, Raikkonen.
Give him an invite. See who does.
Yeah, just invite him now. Yeah, I seem to have solved the whole jumpy stream or something. I really don't know, but again, should be good. Still no rain. We haven't had a sprinkling of rain all week, Rogue. It's so disappointing.
No. Please don't stop. No, don't.
This is where
No, stop.
This is
Stop
where
what
it
you're
chucks it
about to
down.
say. No. It won't happen tonight.
Tomorrow.
It will happen on Thursday. S04 is the rain capital. It only seems to rain in S4.
Yeah, to be fair.
Huh?
Yeah, to be fair. I don't think Andy's joining us. I did send him an invite.
Yeah, same.
Right. So.
Rain around here is like horrible. Absolutely horrible. There's so many high-speed corners.
The other sort of mini shout-out, obviously had all those problems in Q2, I kind of vaguely noticed it. Orphan, 12th place.
Yeah.
That's very good effort from Orphan. Old Mando starting on the hard tyres, that's brave. That's
Orphan
very
sitting
brave.
there like, nothing can stop me, I'm on the way up. Oh, come on.
Right, so long run down to turn 1, their first braking zone. A lot to sort out, a lot to happen. We had kind of like a mini kind of crash a couple of days ago on the way down. Yesterday we had 5 wide into turn 1, and that's where I seem to have sorted it, Raikkonen. Seem to be all good. Fingers crossed. I had the bit rate what I normally do at 6,000 when it was lagging a little bit. I put it down to 5,500 and then lagged a lot. It's now at 5,000 and it seems to be fine. So probably the rate to run.
Cool, Mando starting on the hards. Definitely not a thing.
Don't start on the hards.
Go on the mediums if you're out of top 10.
Don't touch them if you. Jeez.
Yeah, you want to train.
After that 20, then that's and soft only 6.5 seconds slower. 6.5 seconds is a lot.
That's quite
Mando.
a lot. You want to go on the mediums? Go on the mediums.
Medium soft.
Yeah, medium soft's easy.
I mean, we vaguely know what we're talking about, but honestly, you only touch the hards if you want to, recover something.
Yeah, them hards are I think you want to stay away from.
Yeah. Safety car maybe in the first 5 laps, then try and go to the end. And it depends how confident. I mean, he's his own person.
He is indeed.
Yeah, it's his own person. If he's very confident on the hard tyres, fair enough. He can keep with the gap.
One man, one lone warrior, stand on the hards. Can we see where destiny takes it? So he's ready for a bit of a sing-song. It seems like it's taken quite a while to get going. I reckon we need a bit of a sing-song.
It's right, and he always does this, doesn't he? At least nobody's readying up. At least nobody's readying up themselves now. And get onto the next game, Rogue, 2021, and like the first 4 or 5 races will have people readying up.
Yeah. Don't you worry.
And it all settles down.
Come on, Chris. What do you want me to sing? I reckon we need a bit of a sing-song. It's getting a bit lonely now, sitting here having to listen to Michael.
Wow. Cathal PO1 in the chat. What's your gamer tag? Apparently he's so disappointed to miss out. I do not recognise that. B2 for me, lads. How was that? Very good. Whoever was second. Destroyer. Yeah, very good, Destroyer. Destroyer's looking... Yeah, Yeah, Chris is like, please don't sing. I mean, I'm all one for stalling Raikkonen, but this is starting to get a little bit ridiculous. Can you maybe ready up if you can hear me?
Please don't ready up.
He's really...
You won't
like,
get
no,
it.
we're going to stall some more.
You won't get a penalty.
Because-
Just ready up.
I mean, somebody. I make sure you don't know. I can't say that.
Do
I
it.
can't influence. I can't influence stewards.
Do it.
I was gonna say anybody ready up. I'll make sure you don't get a penalty.
Yeah, but we're gonna give you a penalty anyway.
I don't know what Raikkonen's doing at this point. Just sitting twiddling his thumbs. Maybe he's entertained by what we're randomly talking about.
Let me entertain you.
I mean, it's better than a league I used to be in, which others in the chat might remember. Oh, there we go, Raikkonen. Thank you. There was a conversation about how you get down from where you see the people on the stands. One conversation that people used to have in Elite before was what would be the safest way to get down from there?
Down from where?
Well, you see where the people are on the stands above the DHL sign.
Yeah.
One of the questions was, could you jump safely from there?
Did you jump? Yeah, I reckon.
Just don't start that
you
again.
You just got to wait for the car. You just got to jump on the car.
Yeah, that's good.
While it's moving, so you go.
Surfboard style.
Yeah.
All right, take us through the grid, please, Greg.
So,
What do you want me to
starting in
do?
18th place, we have Commando. In 17th, we have MT the Mighty, whatever his name is. 16th, we have RSF1 Hippo. In 15th, we have Timmer. In 14th, we have Daniel P45. In 13th, we have Kabuki. In 12th, we have Stars Orphan. In 11th, we have Chronic Buds. In 10th, we have Immortal. In 9th, we have McCracken. In 8th, we have Dano. In 7th, we have Ted First, whatever he likes to be called. He has won 2 back-to-back races at the current time, so maybe he's trying to go for his third. In 6th, we have Lincoln. In 5th, we have Raikkonen. In 4th, we have Tacticals. In 3rd, we have your boy Prue. In 2nd, we have Only Destroyer. And in 1st, we have our championship leader, Andy Yuskin.
Very good. In terms of the tyres, Mando's been a brave man on the hards. And you got Orphan, Kabuki, Daniel, Timmer, and Hippo all on the mediums. See, if all those are mediums work their way through, keep with the lead pack, they are going to be very interesting towards the end because, as I mentioned, fresh softs, which they would all have, are very quick. It will depend when they pit, what time they're going to have to give out. But in terms at the front, we've got Andy, and he's got 2 people behind that aren't in championship battles. I mean, your boy is kind of in a constructors battle at the moment for Williams. But both in terms of drivers' championship, Rogue, they're doing it for their own sort of personal kind of pride here, isn't it? In terms of
Yeah, they're not really in it
drivers'
to win the championship at the moment. They're just in
No.
gap in the championship. Others need to be for championship standings and stuff like that. So, Teddish drove straight into the back of Lincoln.
I was going to say they got a bit close for comfort. That's not going to help Lincoln or Teddish, cold tyres, as they wait for the grid.
Yeah, I don't think Lincoln's going to be very happy with that.
Be interesting to see who's ahead out of both Ferraris as well. As they all go to the grid. 27 laps.
Who's this Chris? He
ahead.
said my singing was terrible. How dare you?
I've heard better, but I've heard worse.
Whoa,
all right.
I was not trying. I was trying to
I said it was alright. Everybody's red barring for me. Maybe that's what it is. Gonna be formation lap. Anyway, we'll grid it up. Right. We haven't had a restart for a while. There's a commentator's curse. We're probably going to get one. No.
No.
4, 5, red lights. And lights out, and away we go. Great start for your boy Prue. He's going to alongside Destroyer, I think, as they go down into the first corner. Tactical's got a huge run through the first corner as they all go down. No collisions yet, which is great to see. Tactical's trying to look around the outside of the Destroyer.
Very deep into Tacticals.
Yeah,
seems very clean though at the moment. No damage, nothing, no pile-ups.
Got
Lovely.
through. Very nice.
Lovely jubbly.
Very good. Raikkonen looking up on the inside of his team. You got Hippo, who's had a great start, up to 8th, and he's off to Narnia, and coming back onto the track. McCracken's not had a good start at all. He's down 2 places. It's not a great start, but he's outside the top 10. Yeah, Hippo's up 6 places, Rogue. What a start from him.
He's had a great start. He's clearly just got that run and put his car right in the correct position. Great start from him. More chronic buds, he's gone up 3 positions as well, so.
I have to say, big round of applause to F5 for such a clean start here. Someone's on
Has got a run on Lincoln. He's got that run.
Nice.
Good move by Dano there.
Yeah, not a single bit of contact. Very nice from F5.
Oh, I need to be back in here. Get the elbows
They can
out.
be clean. They can be clean, can't they?
He is a second off.
He got a very good start and won. Raikkonen is looking a bit racy behind his teammate. He's gapped Dano. Go for lunge!
Oh, he's is that giving him damage? That is terrible team orders. Is that giving him...
I really hope that was a missed time of brakes.
I don't know. It doesn't look like he's got any damage.
Oh, to me, he looks very impatient. He's looking every which way. Come on, Timing Pages, what are you doing?
Not too sure about this.
And he's gone off the road. He's right in the rhythm already. To me, looking at Raikkonen, he's every corner.
Yeah,
he's to get ahead of his team.
So he's got on his gearbox. Dano might be making another move like he did last lap. It looks like he's going to try and do it again. Late braking into it. He's made the move again. Made a brilliant move. It's the same corner, lovely. Same move. What a move by Dano.
Perfected it. So, whether that was a genuine mistake from Raikkonen into turn 1 or missed timer breaks or whatever, it's cost him because he's now lost a place to Dano. He's now got Lincoln all over him as well.
Oh, Dano's gone! Wait. Did Raikkonen hit him at the car? I think Raikkonen hit him.
No, he didn't.
Or did he?
He did.
Car just go? I don't know.
Just
slid. Really not too sure. Literally just looked like he slid.
Oh, he's recovered it. He's Tokyo drifted around the lap into turn 1. Nice move. Oh, hello. Oh. Immortal just knocked the inside of Chronic, and here comes Hippo inside of turn 4. This midfield is interesting. The top 4 have gone, and you've got this train of cars.
We don't need the top 4. Oh,
nah.
Looks like Chronic's gone straight into the back of Hippo.
Lincoln time penalty. Daniel's got one as well. Right, let's put it back on the tyres. So, yeah, Hippo is the highest of mediums by miles.
Hippo's not in a bad position.
He's got to keep it up, though.
Got to keep him going.
Stay out of trouble. Wandy 1.6 seconds ahead of Prue. Then Destroyer, and then Tacticals is...
a run on thingy if he's using all his ERS and stuff there. He's not using anything, so...
No. That was a good save by Dano. Kabuki hits and he pitted the hard tyres to go to the end. I just noticed something, Rogue. Both Tedist and McCracken didn't have good starts. They're down 11th and 12th places.
Cool, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Kraken's got damage. Kraken's got damage. No wonder he's struggling, and he's in the pits all.
This is kind of good. The big old run on Chronic Buds. Which he does. Yeah, does.
Oh, it's a bit more ERS, I think. He's going to go for a little bit of a lunge here. Nicely done, though. So not what McCracken needs, Rogue. He's obviously pits on the hards to go to the end, but he's just got into a really unfortunate hasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he has, unfortunately.
Yeah, Raikkonen can't seem to catch back up to these front four, can he?
No, he was there, and then I feel like he may have just... I don't know. Has he scorched his tyres? I don't really know. He did do a couple extra laps on his bent tyres, granted.
Maybe that mistake has rattled him, needs to get back into a rhythm.
Tell you what though, Danny keeps on locking up on that corner. I won't do his tyres any good.
Alright. Daniel and MT the Mighty going at it as well for this 12th and 13th. Now, to be fair to Mando, we said about his hard tyres, you know, he's up to 14th. Very reasonable.
Maybe.
We'll spread out a little bit. Raikkonen's got the train of Lincoln, Dano and Immortal behind him, and then Tacticals is up the back of Destroyer still.
Oh, Lincoln very wide into that corner.
It's now slow coming the two pulling away from Destroyer now. Dropping about a couple of tenths per lap here, and he got Tacticals. I feel like if Tacticals can get by Destroyer, can maybe catch back up to the top two, but needs to find a way by. Was looking, ran a bit deep into that right hand corner, stall the momentum, and he's got to get back at him again.
See, like Lincoln really just try and make that move sooner rather than later. Try and get in front of him for these tyres. Try and get very good out of the corners was proving difficult for him.
Oh, Mando on the hards, he was doing pretty well on them, and he's dropped it the last that chicane. Brought out the other flags, and now all that progress he's made is now at the back of the grid. Apart from those that have pitted.
Seems like Hippo has a big run on Teddis, but Teddis just got past him.
Yeah, Teddis has managed to get by Hippo. Hippo's still the highest on mediums, but he's falling behind those that are on softs.
He needs to try and slay with Teddis and get dragged along, really.
Yeah, apologies for any lag that people was getting. Still nowhere near as smooth as it should be, or it's been in the past, but my suggestion of people who do have lag to refresh it every now and again. Your boy's keeping a solid gap behind Andy. Andy's good, but he can't pull it away anymore.
Yeah. You got the Ferrari on the right on the back end of only Destroyer. I feel like Tacticals is probably going to get a little bit impatient soon.
Well, brought back up by his teammate who's dragging Lincoln along.
This is where he really needs to use that overtaking to get past him. Should make this move. He's made it. No, he hasn't.
There we go. Oh!
Destroyer's turned straight into him.
Oh.
That's not what Tacticals needs.
No, not at all. He's got to get his head down though. Still in the point. This is tyres are going to be all burnt up, so he's got a next couple of corners. Oh! Is that your boy? Yeah, your boy spun it. Oh, that's a very difficult situation as well. He's got to...
He spun that well. He spun that very well.
Oh. Well, that's given Andy a complete comfort zone, hasn't it?
Yeah. 5 seconds now. 6 seconds.
How's he dropped that?
Don't know.
Well, that's given Andy almost 6-second lead up front against this. Well, it's now a train behind Destroyer, holding up Raikkonen and Lincoln. I guess.
See, Raikkonen's going to try and want to make that move happen before that first corner.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. He's just seen his teammate.
Yeah.
Either Destroyer just didn't see him or didn't realise he was there.
Don't know.
Let's see. On board of Raikkonen once again.
Oh,
yeah,
he's
using a lot.
Really early. Dave might have him as well, Lincoln. Oh no, he's not close enough.
And the outside. Nicely done. Right, see if he can catch the gap up to Andy, because at this moment now, because of your boy's spin, he's in complete control. Just pounding around the corner. Yeah, so the two people that have had spins over the last couple of laps are right next to each other. 10th and 11th. I guess the good thing is they didn't have damage from it.
Yeah, that is probably the only benefit. Maybe they go for the mega undercut. That's what I'm thinking. Try and pit early, get into their mediums, try and gain back that time on the others. That's what I'd probably do.
Oh, and Raikkonen getting very loose through the chicane there.
Destroyer's
and even more loose.
Into the wall.
Even more. Lincoln's
but now
through by him.
Destroyer, but now they've just had a little bit of contact. Destroyer's going to go. He's caught it. Dunner's going to have to run on the inside. He should make it move, and he's made it. Destroyer's tyres are gone. Completely gone.
Destroyer's tyres are destroyed.
Yeah, funny one.
Yeah. Teddy's pits with the early pit stop. Alphonse.
Yeah, I feel like he definitely needs to pit. 4 corners he just completely struggled on. So.
I'm kind of surprised he didn't pit in that instance as well.
Yeah, I thought he probably would have. Probably made sense because he lost all the time, so he should have just pitted once he lost all that time.
I'm thinking it could be the whole Lagom experience. I don't know whether you're seeing. Everyone seems to be red barring whenever I'm on TV pod.
No, I'm not.
That could be me.
Everyone's fine for me.
Yeah. Well, Destroyer's got to regroup now. So Tedist is hard tyres for Tedist. I know it was an early stop, but hards, really?
I feel like mediums would have definitely been fine from there.
Yeah. I mean, they'd be a bit dodgy at the end, but...
Destroyer does look like he's coming into the pits, he is.
There he goes. Surprised that's like a lap later than what I thought he would. What's he going to go on to?
Raikkonen hasn't made up any time whatsoever though, it's just consistent. 6 seconds for Sandy's pulling, so there's no time lost, no time gained.
He's just managing it. Mediums for Destroyer, mediums for Tacticals, and wing damage. He must have got wing damage on his way in. Oh, what might have been for Tacticals, though still plenty of time left. Could be a safety car that could bring him back in.
100%.
And he's not even using a lot of ERS, he's just in a good rhythm at the moment, just Doesn't need to push.
No, it doesn't.
Lincoln's kept... I think the other thing as well is that Lincoln's kept to the back of Raikkonen, so Raikkonen's already always looking behind him to see what Lincoln's doing, and he's not fully focused on ahead. Because he can't, because Lincoln's putting on so much pressure.
Yeah, maybe. Raikkonen's going for the... So Lincoln's trying to over... Dano's also going in, and Mortal's also trying to go for the overcut. So Hippo's going to move up quite a few places.
Yeah, but it's doing...
It's doing very well.
Pretty well.
It's got up 12 places since the start.
Again, though, it's the question of where he's going to be when he pits for softs, and what can he do from where he ends up being.
Yeah.
We have to wait until pit stops happen. Is that Mando at the back? Yeah, Mando's had another spin on his hards. Not working out for him at the moment, is he?
Really? The only destroyer has come out behind Dano, so...
Where's Raikkonen come out? Raikkonen come out just ahead of both McLarens.
I went to 8th.
Was he close to Dano? I don't think he was.
Yeah. Dano was behind Lincoln.
Oh, and then Lincoln's got to watch out for when he pits. I think he's going to be behind Dano. Might even be behind Destroyer.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think he's lost quite a few positions by going this extra lap.
Yep, Lincoln does pit. Dano, though, has been held up by his teammate on his laps. Well, Orphan's trying to run his race. He's now delayed, but he's lost a second or two, I think.
Looks like Lincoln is going to come out behind Raikkonen. Going to be close.
Yeah. Oh,
very close. Here comes the Ferrari down here, but it's going to be going side by side into turn 1. Who's going to back out? Lincoln has come out and he has got it.
Oh.
Did he take the position off track? No, I don't think he did. He was ahead before. But then Raikkonen looks like he's gone on the outside going into this next corner. Is he going to go for the undercut here though? Lincoln, he should have the undercut. He should. Go! Go! Go!
Raikkonen got him.
Oh, I was expecting the undercut. I was getting so hyped.
Only just. That's
Dano's
crucial, that is, for Raikkonen.
Now, though, look.
Yeah, Dano. As I said, though, that second or two that got up by his own teammate, I think that's cost him in his battle with...
Definitely, mate. Look how far Andy's out, though. Andy's just come into the pits.
Dano! Oh, lovely move. Bloody little faint lunge. Got it done.
He's done Lincoln corner.
He loves that corner, doesn't he?
It's going to be interesting to see where Andy comes out. I feel like he's going to come out into first. Well, into the front runners. In front of them. Yeah, out the pits. And they're only just coming up the straight. So it's going to come out about 7 seconds ahead. Daniel P45 is going to be right on the back of him. It's going to be interesting to see what Daniel does. Will he try and battle him or not? Well, yeah, no, he's not.
I don't think he really has the tyres. And yes, this is perfect for Andy, this situation, because it's got car in between him with Daniel, who be staying out for a few laps, and then got this titanic battle for second. Raikkonen, Dano, Lincoln and Destroyer. It's all for the podium.
So he can just sit there and breeze.
Oh, Raikkonen,
That's
first
not
time
what
penalty.
you wanted. Seems like a hell of a lot of people do have penalties though. So.
Well, that penalty for Raikkonen means he's now equal with those behind.
Yeah.
Now he has to keep ahead of them.
Daniel P45 does have 9 seconds. Everyone else has 3, it's going to miss 6.
Going for his lunge. Oh, he's thinking about it.
He's backed out of it.
Does like that move. Very good.
He likes it. The Dano lunge. Someone start calling it.
Yeah, Dano lunge corner.
Dano lunge corner, yeah. Coming up to Dano lunge.
By the way, Hippo is now leading the race. Right, so where is he going to come out in all this? Again,
Dano's
he's
going to have a hefty run on Raikkonen here. He should make this really early. Yeah, nice and easy.
Easy, nice.
Raikkonen, yeah, nice and easy. Dano does seem very fast around here, so it's going to be interesting because it seems like it does feel like he's getting held boys in front. So he can just try and get that gap away, try and get out their DRS. And then he's just all focused on Andy really there. What he needs to do.
You know what it seems to me though? It's almost like Dano and kind of bickering as this did to say, I want to catch Andy. No, I want to. They can't decide between them who's going to... I mean, they're not going to work together, are they?
Oh!
No! Dano!
He went flying! Was you on board with Raikkonen?
Yeah. The stream caught that as well, and all the lag that's happening every now and again. Nice little two-wheeler moment. Did it lag at that point? It did. So I do not know what's going on with this.
No, I watched it. I saw it.
Yeah. Just chuck my phone away. Maybe it is hampering with it.
Yeah, turn your phone off.
I'm amazed like Dano's survived that actually, and he's back on him again. Oh, bit of a lock up. Not a good exit. So Raikkonen for now I think might have this. Meanwhile Lincoln's got Destroyer up at the back of him.
It's got 6 ERS. So's Raikkonen. These boys here have literally no ERS from 4th to 7th.
Pettis using DRS and a bit of ERS to move by Timmer into 10th. Trying to get something out of this race, Pettis, but it's not been a good evening for him. Tacticals as well, both still in the championship and both their title rivals scoring big at the moment. Dano this time gave that curbs fair distance.
Yeah.
Where would you say Hippo is going to come out?
I was just looking at this. It's about 20 odd second pit stop, isn't it? So he's going to be coming out between probably Pedist and Chronix. That's in like 12 or 13.
I was going to say he might be behind Orphan, in between Orphan and Tedist.
You reckon? How long's the pit stop?
Yeah. About 20-ish seconds.
Not sure.
Might come out ahead of Orphan. I'm thinking if he comes out...
So Raikkonen should get Daniel
Orphan,
here. Quite
Orphan's
easily.
in the pits now. Oh. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Is Dan just going to let it go, or is he not?
Oh. There's Daniel in the middle of all this.
Now Dano now has a run on Daniel. Might get in the undercut here.
And he's going to have to get past him quite quickly because Raikkonen's done it. And he realises, yeah, using a bit of ERS.
He's going for it.
Unconventional move.
He's
a little bit forceful, but
definitely poking his nose in there. But Lincoln now Lincoln's having a go at it. Now Lincoln's made the move as well. Now
haven't got it done fully.
Destroyer back on the back of him. Up the side. That's a great
Oh,
move. No!
contact.
Daniel's tucked into the side of Lincoln. Lincoln did claim
Penalty
his
for Lincoln
3
as well.
second penalty as well, though. Off that. He went as wide as he
That was
possibly could, I think. Not too sure.
That's what. That's one of those. One of the two should have backed off, and neither were gonna.
Yeah, probably should have been Daniel as he was behind. But oh well.
And on the inside.
Yeah.
But Daniel was never going to pull off. Right, Hippo pits. Bit early for softs. 10 lap. They should be alright, but they won't be good towards the end. See what progress he can make, regardless. I would have maybe pushed the mediums another lap or two. See where he comes out, though. Softs. And get ahead of Tedis would be good. Be close to Tedis. Behind Tedis, sorry. Behind both Williams. Ninth just.
Oh, I don't know what move.
Tacticals!
Oh!
Jesus! Hippo had to duck right out of that way.
Oh!
This is not good. Oh,
Close your eyes.
goodness me. That was an almighty... that was either an almighty lunge from Tacticals or lack of brakes, but... Oh, Hippo.
Pulled out of it. I'd have gone for that. I got it back.
Yeah, that's the difference, isn't it? He realised that was always going to be a difficult move.
Definitely would have tried to got it back.
Yeah, he's got to use these softs now. Got DRS.
Got to go for this move.
Big run.
Oh, very wide.
Oh!
Nearly lost that car there.
It's a tough move to make, isn't it? Because you're turning with the DRS open and the car's always going to feel loose. Like, come on. Oh, Andy, time penalty. Right, get a good run out of here. Got him surely now. And yep, inside. Now he can set off to the Williams and let's see what he can do from now. Right. 26 seconds. Oh, yellow flag. Mighty is round at turn 2. Right on the apex. Might have been contact with Mando. They were quite close. Mando's got wing damage. Not Mando. Mighty's got wing damage. Through goes Daniel. Where do you reckon Hippo could end up on those softs? Clear tacticals.
Interesting. Well, he's 3 seconds behind Tedis, who's old hards. Well, no, not on old hards, but he's on 8 lap old hards. So the striking distance is probably 2 laps. I would say. And then once he's there, I can't see him getting past. I can't see him not getting past both of them Williams. Like he's flying.
The thing is, he's got to use those softs now, doesn't he?
Yeah. He's got to push these to the max.
Yeah, because they'll be very quick in these first 4 or 5 laps or so, but the last 5 laps they're not going to be as quick. So he's got to use the advantage as he can.
Yeah, 100%. He's got to be absolutely caning these, driving them off. Really, trying to get the rubber off them.
Daniel with his 12-second time penalty. Daniel, bit of a surprise tonight because he hasn't been on pace really. Maybe it's a track he really doesn't like at all. They've been close to points. Andy, ever since he's lost the challenge from your boy, he's just been in complete control of them, and he takes the fastest lap back on 6-lap mediums. Raikkonen seems to have shaken off Dano a little bit. In fact, Dano might be under pressure from Lincoln for this podium. Hippo's now caught both Williamses. Yeah, this seems to be battles at the moment. Mando pits from his 19-lap hards onto softs. Yeah, it's going to come out 16th, I think. Yeah, this seems to be the two battles for me, Rogue. Lincoln on the back of Dano for podium, and Hippo going up through the field on softs, although he's going to have 8 seconds if he can get by the Williams to then catch Immortal.
Yeah, it's been interesting, isn't it? I don't think Hippo's going to improve overly. He's right at the back of him, but it's not all over him right now. If you're watching him, look, he's literally right on their gearboxes. They are taking it quite well, but he's got to try and get this move done now.
Don't know how he's gonna. Oh, he might have a double DRS move
Yeah,
here.
he needs to take both of them on this straight.
Tedis is all looking at his team. He's not using ERS. I think Tedis is. I've been looking back at his teammate. Oh.
He's just smacked straight into the back of him. Oh.
Got caught out by... Well, he got caught out because Boy had to be cautious because allowing his teammate through. I don't think he got damage from it. No, he's alright. It's getting very cloudy.
It is.
It's very dark all of a sudden.
Please rain.
Oh, look at the exit. That's soft tyres for you. Now we've seen him back out of this. He's not back out this time, and there's the contact.
Ah, damage.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, he's reversed across track. Oh my god.
Ah. We saw, didn't we, a couple laps ago? Similar situation to Tacticals. He backed out of it that time, and he wasn't going to back out of it that time. Thought it'd be a bit more braver, and that's a. It's gone really dark. Like, we're gonna get rain. Last few laps. Yeah, and this is now the only battle on track, apart from Timmer and Orphan for 14th, as Hippo pits. That is a shame. He could have got a couple of points there from that strategy, but not to be today.
Knackered.
You are very tired, Jesus.
Mate, a minute ago I was asleep.
Oh, wow.
Rogue? Hello.
Yeah.
You might hear it back on the stream, Jesus. Yeah, I'm always
All good.
talkative, but
Yeah, no worries. If you're
struggling.
tired, you can't help it. Yeah, it's all good. So yeah, Lincoln and Dano seem to be the only battle. You got Orphan and Timmer as well. Oh, it's teammates on teammates. It's a Racing Point attacking the McLaren on both battles. They're the only 4 close to one another. Andy's, again, been comfortable for a fair while now.
Yeah.
Raikkonen's shaken off Dano.
I think this doesn't come down to penalties as well, though. If a couple of these, like if
All
Dano
equal
picks
top
up
3.
if Dano picks up a 6 or another 3, sorry.
It's not using DRS. Why are you not using DRS, Lincoln? Press the button. Or maybe you can't. Maybe it's a failure. You had DRS, decided not to use it.
Interesting. Dropped off quite a bit there as well, hasn't he? With just not using it.
The other thing is Destroyer has 1 less penalty and is literally right on the cusp of 3 seconds. So Destroyer could sneak a podium out of
I really want it to rain.
this.
Look how dark it is.
It's all the sun, hasn't
it? The thing
it?
is, though, if it starts raining now, I don't know if the track's going to be wet enough. Or
Yeah, but it'd be sketchy though for like the last couple of laps.
It
They
will
won't
be,
pit,
yeah.
but it'd be sliding. I put the chat away so I can't really communicate.
I did as well because mine was lagging.
Lincoln again, it's just... He's close, but he just can't get close enough. Just getting just enough traction out of the correct corners.
Dano is really pulling away down this main straight.
Everyone has a penalty apart from MT the Mighty down in 17th.
What a guy. Unfortunately, he's too far to move up, but...
We do have another battle. Both of the Williamses just can't sort out who's 7th at the moment. 7th and 8th.
I'd probably say let Tennis finish higher if I was your boy. Just to get that extra point.
Yeah. I mean, he is going to lose, even if it all stays like this. And he will extend his lead. And then I think... because it was extending his lead over... Tedis, but I think Raikkonen will take back 2nd. But Andy will extend his lead over the pair of them. It stands. As for constructors, well, kind of to and fro really. I think Renault are just about going to end up okay because of Andy winning.
Yeah, should do.
If my maths are good.
Yes.
They're not. Yeah, they're going to extend their lead by 5 points over Ferrari. As long as Tacticals can finish in 9th, which to be fair, considering the spins that your boy and Tacticals have had, 8th and 9th is not too bad. Could have been worse.
I wouldn't say it's too bad, to be honest, yeah, as you said.
No. Not what they want, though.
Spins and stuff.
Considering if without those spins, they'd be definitely where Raikkonen and Dano Lincoln is, maybe even close to Andy.
Yeah, potentially.
Let's have a look at this. So this podium battle, and the clouds are going away, so it's all brightening up. So let's have a look at this record. So Dano hasn't had a podium since his very first race, which he won. A bit of a spin back. I think that's Hippo. Yeah, it's Hippo dropping back. Lincoln, when was his last podium? Belgium. Not too long ago.
What's Dano doing?
Yeah. It's getting very, very closer, but again, it's just out of the key corners, like out of the last corner and literally every corner before long straight. Dano just seems to just about have enough. But all it's going to take is one mistake that Dano makes and Lincoln's going to be on him. Again, he's getting that good traction. You see the pull away.
It's where Lincoln really needs to start using his overtake between gears 3 and 6, just to like get the traction a little bit better out of the corners, give a bit more power coming out of them corners.
Yellow flags, that's Kabuki getting no, that's Hippo getting out of the way of the lap cars.
Then again though, look how far Lincoln's got back up to Dano now.
Gonna have a lap and a half.
Will Lincoln try and use a thing now, or will he try and save it and then...
And Andy's gap at the front is diminished slightly, but I think he's just managing it by the looks of it.
Yeah, it looks that way, yeah.
Right. Oh, bit of a wobble from down closest Lincoln's been. He's going to have one more lap. I say he's going to have 2 more chances to overtake here. Oh, and again, he can't get that run out the last corner. Bit of VRS. Not close enough this time. He's going to have one more chance, Rogue. He's got to stick to his gearbox for the next 4 or 5 corners. Tedis and your boy still can't sort out who's 7th. And Tacticals is right underneath him. Oh, Dano, that was close. Very close to a penalty.
He's just got a full go for this. And this new DRS, he's just got to send it rich, absolutely everything into it. I know he's low on fuel,
yeah,
it looks like, but...
Both at the same ERS level. I think Dano might just have it.
Yeah, it's too far away. He needs to do the Dano slice. Go for it!
He's not close enough. He's not close enough.
Go for it!
Only chance the last 2 corners, but we'll go on board with Andy.
Away.
On board with Andy for the last couple of corners has been comfortable and dominant from Andy Yuskin. He will extend his championship lead. Takes the victory in Russia. Raikkonen is going to come home a very solid 2nd place. And then Dano is going to hold off 3rd to Lincoln. A very good battle nonetheless. Destroyer misses out into 5th. Mortal, solid points for him from Immortal. That's his best result for a while in 6th.
Yeah, definitely.
And Tedist, on a race where he should have stayed with the championship contenders, ends up 7th, just ahead of his teammate, your boy. Tactical's in 9th. And Chronic is going to get the last point ahead of McCracken, who's also had a very difficult race himself. Pretty respectable race. Obviously, the annoyance is the lag that we've had, but hopefully it wasn't too bad. I mean, qualifying it was horrible. Still is now, but what can you do? But at the end of the day, could be a key moment in the championship race, Rogue. Andy extending his lead.
Yeah, he definitely pulled away a little bit now. Because Tedis was right behind him, but pulled away with that, with Tedis finishing 7th.
It's one of those things, isn't it? If only your boy didn't have that spin. Could have been challenging Andy for the win. Could have maybe even beaten him. yeah, very, very comfortable victory, but that's his first win since Silverstone a month ago. Seems weird saying that, considering he's been showing very good pace and consistency all season. Raikkonen another second place, another good points for Ferrari. Keeps him within striking distance of Renault. So you'd be disappointed that he hasn't beaten Andy, but he's still there, and that's what you need to be, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a million miles away.
No. Andy takes the win, ahead of Raikkonen in second place. About 9.5 seconds though, of course. Raikkonen had that extra penalty. Dano in third after a great battle with Lincoln. Lincoln just not close enough to make the move for third, but still fourth is okay. Destroyer, fifth, was challenging for the win, but too many slides in that first stint, dropped into fifth. Immortal with a good result from 10th to 6th. Tedist in 7th. Your boy in 8th. Tacticals in 9th after spins for them. And Chronic Buds picks up the last point. Now all those outside the top 10. All 18 finished, which is all good. Yeah, good solid race. A very, very clean first lap. I think only Kabuki pitted for damage or for something separate, but very clean first couple of corners. That's exactly how you do it.
Indeed, mate. Indeed. Such a nice and easy.
Right, let's get these guys in. Dano.
Oh, I want to go back.
That's alright, I'll take these three. It's all good. It's alright, man. Don't worry, I got these three. All good. Oh, alright. Right. No worries. Right. Dano, Andy, and Raikkonen, include your audio, please. Yes, you do. Because I want to hear your thoughts, Mr. Raikkonen, at the end of that race. You know how this works. Right. Let's have a quick 1-2 from all three of you. So Andy first, so the chat can hear you.
1, 2, 3.
Andy first, so I can hear you. Okay, that seems good. Raikkonen next.
Hi.
Yeah, that seems good. Right. Yep, that's good. And Dano.
Hello.
Yep, that's good. And Dano. Sweet, perfect. Sorry for the delay. Had to hear myself because the chat was not responding. But there we go. Right, Dano. First off, your first podium since your debut race victory in France. Seems almost surprising saying that, because you've been showing good pace ever since you arrived in RSF1 and F5. You had to work for that because Lincoln put you under pressure, especially in that last stint, the last few laps or so. But it seemed like you wanted that podium, especially the moves you were making in, can't think what turn that is, but right at the end of the back straight.
Yeah.
Yeah. A couple of fake maneuvers. Good one on Raikkonen as well, which Raikkonen is no easy person to pass, so you must have been very satisfied with those moves.
Yeah, I realised that the second time I tried it.
Yeah, and talk about your battle with Lincoln towards the end. That was a good battle to watch. He tried to put you under pressure so many times, but it seemed you were getting the traction out, especially at the last corner. Is your car set up in particular to deal with that kind of thing?
I kind of knew that I would be under a lot of pressure by the top drivers if I was anywhere near the top. And I have been practicing more on my throttle kind of thing, you know what I mean? So I can get the better exits. And I knew it would kind of go down to the end by those exit points and entry. But yeah, it's like I was originally had an extra penalty, so I had to try and push away. That's when I was trying to battle with Andy. But then I saw him get one, so I kind of relaxed a bit, and that's when Raikkonen kind of started to get away. But at the end, yeah, especially at the end, he really put me under pressure.
Yeah, and held on to a third place. As I said, you've been there for the podium the last few weeks. 2 6th places, a 7th and a 4th, ever since the win in France. But obviously, you're hoping these last 5 races now you can be on the rostrum a bit more.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping to get into the top 4. It's an outside shot, but I think if I can keep getting some decent performances, I could possibly just nick it. But
yeah, it's possible.
The title's gone from here. That's gone, but I'm going for top 4 at the end.
Yeah, I think with the obviously when you joined in France, I think titles were maybe a bit out of reach, but it's good that you're aiming for something. It's that's the positive of this Race of Champions thing at the end. It's something that people can work for, and it's good to hear that you want to be a part of that. So that's good stuff. Japan next, very formidable track. You need to be well aware of all the curves and everything else at that place. What was your thoughts heading into that?
One of my worst tracks, but I'm still going to hope for my normal top 5, but yes, my normal aim is top 5, so I'm just going to aim for that every race, so just hope for it, really.
Well, all the best for next week in Suzuka, Japan. So, but until then, well done on your 2nd podium of the season.
Cheers.
Alright, heading to the Scarlet Ferrari machine of Mr. Raikkonen. Well, Raikkonen, obviously at this point, might be slightly disappointed not to beat Andy Yusuke in your title.
Sorry.
Alright. your title rival, but you're still going to be happy with 2nd place. And again, similar to Dano, you have to work for that, especially after a qualifying where your teammate only just beat you as well.
Yeah, let's not talk about qualifying. I kind of shot myself in the foot.
I want to talk about it.
Yeah, I shot myself in the foot there.
Yeah. You didn't let that phase you. Obviously got by tacticals with a little bit of an iffy moment in turn 1, which I caught, which was interesting. But once you obviously got by, and at that point, obviously, with the unfortunate spin for your boy Prue in the Williams, you tried to sort of focus on closing Andy, but just seemed too quick tonight. Seemed to be in the groove.
Yeah, he was in the groove kind of thing and that lot, and because of the time I spent battling with Dano and like the mess up between me and Tacticals as well, it kind of like slipped me back as well, so I couldn't really, he had the space between like to breathe a little bit, so, and also towards whilst I was like in the mix of everything, I got a couple of penalties, so I knew it's just going to be a little bit impossible to get the win. He was doing nothing wrong. Yeah, boy, unfortunately for that spin, it nearly caught me out, but I managed to like navigate around it, the same as Tacticals as well. Him and Destroyer, I think it was, had a little bit of a ding dong. But yeah, overall, good with 2nd place and everything, because that should close me in on Ted versus 2nd place.
Might overtake him if my maths are correct.
Okay, so game on.
We've overtaken them or you're very close. Either way. As I said, obviously Andy was a little bit too quick today, but you're in striking distance. You know, obviously, as well as I do, all it takes is one race where things don't go well for him and things go well for you. Could happen next week, and then you're right back in it. Same with the constructors as well. I believe they outscored you by 5 points because of the win for Andy. Obviously, Tacticals of a difficult race himself, but still clawed back to 9th. So, yeah, 20 points to 25 to Renault. Again, similar thing. You're still there. They know you're there, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Wait. Suzuka, next for you. What is your thoughts there?
I love the track.
Oh, someone that loves it.
It's a
That's
classic.
good, so
It's a classic. It's an old-fashioned circuit. It's Suzuka, and it's a unique track as well because it's a figure of 8.
Yeah, so obviously by the sounds of it, you'd be looking to try and get maximum points possible.
Absolutely.
Until then though, well done on your podium. But I believe that's your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th podium this season. So very well done on that.
Nice. Thank you.
We head to our race winner though, Mr. Andy Yuskin in the Renault, and yeah, just a quite comfortable, sort of dominant almost performance really. Great start off the line, I must say. Rocketed off the line, kept the lead. Was pressured a little bit by your boy Prue, just couldn't seem to be extending the gap once you got it to just over a second. But obviously that spin for the Williams, I guess, made you relax a little bit. And yeah, you got to be very happy with this performance and qualifying as well, taking only your 2nd pole this season. But yeah, very, very good. You just had that little bit extra tonight. Did you expect to have this kind of performance?
Well, first of all, I'm very happy with the performance. Secondly, I did not expect it because I didn't do that much practice. Usually I'd spend hours on time trial and then a couple of Grand Prix.
Someone's been to Bahrain.
Yeah. So yeah. So I didn't practice as much. However, I did try to hide my pace on time trial. I know last week I did a lot, got my pace really high, and everybody else kind of like, I feel like, upped their game a little bit because they saw how high my time trial was. So this week I just kind of stepped back a bit, took it a bit slow, so I could get the consistency, which I did today. I'm completely surprised by the pole. I didn't expect that any day, I'll be honest.
Well, it's very close, so
it was very close, and a few people in the chat were saying that they could have got pole, but they invalidated. So, like I said, I practiced in order to not invalidate, which paid off.
It always seems to be the way sometimes. Your first win in a month. It's almost weird saying that, considering, because your last win was Silverstone. Obviously, you had back-to-back victories there, which then put you in control. Had a bit of a rough patch over the last 4 races. Or I'll say rough patch. You got second, obviously, last week. But with Tedist having a difficult race, ended up 7th. And obviously you beat Raikkonen only by a place, but it's still extra points. Kind of the opposite, really. You know he's there, but at this moment you just got that little bit extra that I guess you're not going to ease off, are you? But it's always good to have that slight gap, even if it's slight.
Yeah, always, with Tedist being in 7th, I kind of relaxed a little bit. I perform much better when I'm relaxed. I'm sure everyone does. And however, I do have to say, in the past month, the reason I've been getting such bad results is because you'll notice in my last win and in this win, just in the first lap, I've been in front through clean air. I did say last race that as long as I'm in clean air, I'm running. No one's getting me. But when I'm
it's
behind
almost like
someone, yeah.
Sorry, it's almost like when Sebastian Vettel in his Red Bull days, as soon as he got the lead and in a rhythm, that's when he was the most strongest, and it seems you're very similar in that regard.
Yeah, exactly. I guarantee if I was behind someone in this race at some point for more than 4 laps, I would have had penalties. I would have been slower by a couple of seconds per lap. So like with the pole, that helped me out so much, and I was gone. That's why I practice my starts as well, to make sure I've got as much clean air as possible going off.
Yeah. Same question, similar to the other two. Japan next up is a very formidable track, and not putting a commentator's curse on it, but I've seen many a season, or many a championship, turn on its head at this circuit, especially in the first lap. Obviously, you want the opposite to happen. You want a comfortable, solid race in Suzuka. Raikkonen's looking forward to it. Are yourself?
I'm not looking forward to it. Last season was by far my worst track. Although I'm not sure where I placed. I know in terms of quality I didn't do too bad, but I just hate it so much. I'm so inconsistent on it. So what I'm hoping for is to just, like in Russia, which paid off, just slow down a little bit and just take it step by step and just get the car to the finish line, to be honest. And that's all I'm hoping for in Suzuka.
Yeah, it's definitely a formidable, challenging circuit. We'll see how you get on. But until then, congratulations on your 5th win of the season.
Thank you.
Rogue, are you still there?
Who, me? Oh no, Rogue's gone, I think.
Rogue. Oh, you're gone. Okay, I'm finishing up. Not a problem. He was quite tired today. I was actually kind of surprised he did it for a start. Well, that has been a very intriguing Russian Grand Prix race. Big apologies for the lag. Those that pushed through it and continued watching, thank you very much. Very unusual. It's not what I expect it to be. But we got through it, and hopefully it wasn't too bad. And we saw some very interesting battles and good moments as well for F5. They did not disappoint. And again, a very, very clean first lap. So congratulations to all the drivers there. And they'll be back for the formidable Suzuka Japanese circuit next week, as we are getting ever closer to the end of this story this season. Who is going to come out on top? I don't know. Really can't call it at this point. Really can't call it. As for the rest of this week, we've got 2 more races to go. We've got the F1 division tomorrow and the F4 division on the Thursday, both 8 o'clock. Make sure you watch those races before we head to Japan, starting from Sunday. So until then, take care, everybody. See you next time, and good night.